Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bell Ringers podcast of Philly Sports Reports. We've got Colin Daly and Ben Goldstein here with you. And we have a reason for what's on hanging with our hair today. Ben, would you just show off yours? I'll show off mine. We've got
This is honestly the greatest hat I've ever bought.
Yeah, I actually do like mine with a little fist on it. And we're not just hanging with the piggies for no reason here. We have our star player in Allentown. Usually that's not a good thing, right? Usually you think they're struggling, got sent down. But right now it's a good thing. Bryce Harper has been out for nearly 3 months. He was hit in the hand with a fastball by Blake Snell. Didn't hit him in the face. It was close. It hit him in the hand. And the hand ultimately could have done more damage. That goes along with the UCL tear. And it goes along with this broken hand that he now has. Just kept him sidelined. But now Harper is back in it. And he is back in it in a grand way.
Sure
He
is.
has 2 home runs, 4 RBI. He reached base 4 times. And even his ground out was pretty hard hit when you hear it off the bat. He's eligible to come off the injured list. He did. He's eligible to come off the injured list on Thursday. I do not think we will see him until Monday when the Phillies take on the Diamondbacks at Chase Field in Arizona. I know one of our writers will be at that game, I believe.
Probably.
I think so. So make sure to tune into those games and tune into our series preview and series recaps. Anyhow, how about the rest of Phillies? How about our big league Phillies?
The big Phillies.
The big Phils, the big boy Phils.
Yeah.
Now, it's been up and down. We cannot beat the Mets.
No.
Ben, why can't we beat the Mets?
We can't beat the Mets because the Mets are good.
The Mets are a better team.
Yeah, that's for sure. But there's a lot of mistakes. And if you can't beat the Mets, you can't really compete in the playoffs. I mean, how many was they have against the Mets? 4? They went like 4-15. We're gonna go with against the New York Mets. Your top rival.
That's right.
You can't beat. You're not gonna be able to do much if you can't beat the Mets. And then obviously that's really good. I mean, they might, and we'll see how it goes because I saw a stat that in 1983 the Phillies were 0-11 against the Dodgers. Then they met in the playoffs and they swept them. So
right,
the Phillies swept.
Now you got to think about it. I don't know how many games Bryce Harper played against the Mets, but I know that he was not on the active roster for 7 of those games.
Mm-hmm.
I also know that the Phillies pitching did not really show what it can do, and it wasn't really healthy in that New York Mets series. So I think that the Phillies did not put on a display of what they can be or who they can be. And I also think that the Mets are at one of their strongest points right now with DeGrom being healthy. And I don't know for how long he'll be healthy for. I mean, you've seen Mike Moustakas. He is like Mike Moustakas, who, as we're recording this, we are in the midst of the Reds series. And the Reds have nobody. Second-year catcher, third-year catcher now, Tyler Stevenson. He is hurt, out for the season. Hunter Green is hurt. Who am I missing here, Ben?
I don't know.
I think Almora is hurt too. But I'm saying a lot of the Reds are hurt. Joey Votto's hurt. And the new face at first base now is Mike Moustakas. We saw him get hurt on day 2. Now, Ben, did you know he has been injured 6 times this year?
That's a lot.
So I'm going to check right now because I believe that when I wrote my series preview for this Red series, I mentioned that. And again, I'm not sure if this is – I could have read it wrong.
While Colin is checking, I have a pretty cool thing to tell you. Since we are approaching September, and we're approaching playoff time, it's a great time to head down to the ballpark and watch the Phillies play. And, of course, you're going to have to buy your tickets on SeatGeek. So I will send you this thing after. But if you go on to SeatGeek, first of all, you got to get your tickets to SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the easiest way to get your tickets. It takes the confusion out of buying tickets. All you have to do is got to Either download the app or go on the website. I am using the app. I'll go to the search bar and I will look up Philadelphia Phillies. It's already in my recent search, that's the Eagles. So I will click on that, and I'm going to look through all these games. I'm going to go to this game on Saturday. So I'll click on it, and you'll see a lot of dots. The green dots are the good deals, and I'll zoom in. You'll see this red dot. That's a bad deal. So you always want to click on the green dots. Just go down here. These are the best deals you're going to get. I want to sit in 115. I will click on one of these options. I'll just click on this one to save time. And then you'll pay now and you'll do all that. But you'll see have a code. You're going to click on that code and you're going to enter this code. Phillies Sports Report. With this code, you will save $20 off your first purchase, any purchase over $50. So make sure you use that code. It really saves you it saves you $20. It helps me out. It helps Philly Sports out. It's people helping people. I'm helping you. You're helping me. It's very fun. So when you're buying your next ticket, get it through SeatGeek. Use code Philly Sports Report. Save $20 off your next purchase. I will send that video to you so you can put that in the video.
Very nice. All righty. So this is actually crazier than I thought. So this will go to September 22nd of 2021, which is the end of the season. Mike Moustakas suffered a season-ending injury. He was active to begin the season, April 19th. He was put on the 10-day injured list, and he came back 12 days later, April 28th. He lasted till May 9th, was put on the injured list again. And they activated him, and he was there till June 6th, where he was placed on the injured list again. He was activated about 2 weeks later. Then on July 14th, he was placed on the injured list. They activated him a little bit later. August 9th, he was placed on the injured list, and he's back on August 19th. And he got hurt in last night's game. That was on August 23rd. There have not been short stints on the injured list, but my point here is he has not played consistently, and it shows in his game. So my point here is Phillies have some injuries right now, but as do the Reds. They could be even more hurt as we speak.
Yeah. And there's a big difference. The Phillies are all right. The Reds suck.
Right.
The Reds are one of, if not the worst team in baseball. They're completely
they
out.
have been better since the beginning of the season, right? They started off 3-22, and they've been about 500 since then. So I'm not kidding. They're not horrible. They're not like the Nationals level. That they're atrocious.
Oh, yeah.
Though I will say, the Nationals do have their ace now, Tristan McKenzie.
Woo!
And he is dirty. So the Phillies, who do face the Nats a few more times, would love to avoid him.
Yeah.
So that really, like, the Nationals did not have a good starter, and the Phillies really had the upper hand in pretty much every game they played. Like, even on games where the Phillies lost, even if they won the last 4 against the Nats, it really was a game that on paper they should not have lost. But again, the Phillies are not going to go 19-0 or 18-1 or really even 17-2 against the Nationals, right? A series sweep, and then, like, if they swept them last time, the next time the expectation is probably that they take 2 of 3 or 3 of 4. So if we can just win these next couple series with an easy schedule, especially without, we got Sir Anthony on the shelf, Bryce on the shelf. Knebel's not coming back in 2000. Well, Knebel's not coming back to the Phillies ever. His contract's up after this year. So they are definitely shorthanded. Now, the great thing is what happens in a few days, Ben.
Harper comes back.
Well, Harper will have a few friends come along with him because the rosters will expand from 26 to 28.
Correct.
I think you were on the right track there, though. I needed to give you better lead. We should have planned for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I completely forgot that existed.
I did too. Well, it used to be so significant because it went from 25 to 40.
Yeah.
Now it's 26-28. So that
It's
doesn't
just
really.
two other guys. It's not.
Which will be Mark Appel, and I don't even know if I hope they don't bring Derek Hall back up because I want him getting at bats till the
Yeah.
playoffs start. So I really want him to stay down there.
Mm.
I really don't like. I want Appel up because I think Appel is. I don't know. His stuff is average, and his control, like, he's an average pitcher. That's the bottom line. He's an average pitcher. He's not gonna blow you off. He's not gonna be awful, but he's not gonna blow you off your rocker there, right? He's average. His slider he's a plus slider. His fastball comes in 95, 96. He can pump it up 97 once in a while. But I'm really just not. I'm not sure why you wouldn't bring him up just because he's a veteran, he has experience. You can tell he's a smart person if you ever watch what he's put on Twitter. So, and then I would think that they'd probably bring up Camargo as an extra bat. Where do you think they're going to go with that, Ben?
I think you were spot on.
It just seems like
they have really no one else.
Right. I think a lot because they're more prospect oriented right now. They don't have a lot of the older guys down there. Now you do have to remember they're probably going to get Sarancini back, and they're probably either going to say goodbye to Nick Nelson or Plasmeyer, who made his major league debut last night, which would be on the 23rd.
It'll probably be
Plasmeyer. Right. But Nick Nelson has struggled recently, and I wouldn't be opposed to getting rid of him. Just like I know he can be good at some points, but he's just too inconsistent. Like he's got a few good games, and he's a liability. That's all.
Yeah.
And then you've got Harper coming back, and Marsh coming back. So you're probably going to get rid of Zimmer and Jairo Munoz because even though Munoz is an infielder, he's up here to be outfield depth. Mm-hmm. So they can still get rid of him because they'll still have Maton on the bench and what am I missing? Stubbs and Veerling. So they definitely got depth because Veerling can play anywhere, which is great about having Matt on the team. And really same with Garrett Stubbs, right?
I'd much rather have Matt Veerling out in center field than Brandon Marsh, though, that's for sure. In my
really?
Yeah.
All right, let's go here then.
Veerling can hit.
Marsh Veerling can't. Have you seen? First of all, Marsh is an incredible defender. They can both steal bases. I believe Marsh is faster. Veerling's numbers, though, in the last few games have not impressed. His average for the season is down to 215. His OPS for the season is down to 592.
What's Marsh's?
I'll have to go look that up. Anyway, in the last 15 games, Veerling's hitting 136.
I'm also a big Matt Veerling fan, so.
As am I. I've got behind me, I got a Veerling autograph.
Uh-oh.
I got Veerling and Paco right there.
Paco.
I got some weird names over here. Here.
I met Matt Veerling.
I've got two. Ready? Number one. I'll give you the initials if you can figure it out. MLJ. Pitcher.
Martin Luther Jr.
No.
Son
of a very, very renowned pitcher.
Mark Leiter Jr.
Bam. Yep. The other one you're not going to get, CP. He was an outfielder.
Charles Palmer.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah, I won't get it.
Syllables right, though. Cameron Perkins. Remember him? And then I got Nola and Wheeler. They're my signed hats. Not Wheeler, Hoskins. I got Nola, Leiter, Veerling, Paco, Reese, and Cameron Perkins on hats. And I'm not even going to go through – I have over 100 autographs. I'm not even going to go through all the other ones I have. But anyhow.
Here's me with Matt Veerling.
Oh, yeah. I think we put that on one of the earlier episodes, right?
Probably. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Okay.
So
he gave me a bag of tips.
So then we go to Brandon Marsh, right? And obviously Marsh is not an excellent hitter, but he's younger. Phillies are going to have him forever.
Marsh is younger than Veerling?
Marsh, I think so. Veerling is 25, maybe not.
No.
No, he is. He's a year younger. Marsh is 24. That's what I thought.
Oh,
Marsh has a
well, that
higher
changes
OP.
my whole opinion on everything. I thought Marsh was older.
Marsh
He
is
just looks like an
24.
old guy.
He's a lefty. Well, that's his beard. Look at Charlie Blackmon. I would have loved the acquisition of Charlie Blackmon. He hits. I mean, I do think center field is an important position to lock down. Like, the difference between a double in the gap and a fly out is insane. Like that, like there are some positions I really do not think matter. Like second base, okay, a ground ball scoots by you. They get one base maximum. First base, you catch the ball. And if you scoop it, half that's luck. Right? But I center field is one of the most, other than catcher, which I think that's obvious.
Yeah.
I think it's important to be defensively sound in center field.
Oh yeah.
Like think about all those balls. Like I was thinking, like the difference is so incredible you don't realize it. Like some of the balls that Roman Quinn you would catch, that he would just glide to, and like he'd sprint and catch on the run, like very easily, are like they're no doubt doubles when you've got a Nick Castellanos in right field.
Yeah.
Like Kyle Schwarber, like that's my biggest pet peeve. Like everyone loved it when Kyle Schwarber made that diving catch. Okay, sure, he's Kyle Schwarber, right? He's a fun player to watch. Roman Quinn, Bryce Harper, Matt Vierling.
Anyone else makes that on the
fly. Catch that. They catch that leisurely.
Yeah.
Like they're strolling in to the dugout. So yeah, it's cool. He made it like, but for him, that's a nice catch, right? That's a hard play for him to make.
Yeah.
And I get that. That's cool enough. But I do think that coming down the stretch, you need to give Marsh the at-bats. He's got more power. His OPS is like 40 points higher. And he's made some hard outs this year too. Matt Vierling, he strikes out a lot. And I just don't see – and I think he's a good utility player, right? He can give you a good pinch hit at bat. I think he's good at working counts.
Didn't he home last night?
Who?
Vierling.
He did. It was a moonshot. Oh my goodness! He hit that thing a mile.
Oh, that's a bomb.
And I don't know how he did it either, because he was atrocious up until that point. Well, and then he struck out his next at bat when they. Then I thought he was gonna. I really did think he was gonna walk it off, but he did not. It ended up being Nick Maton.
Oh, today's Kobe Bryant Day.
Really?
Yeah, it's 8/24.
Oh yeah, interesting. All right. Well, anyway, I actually want to skip. We'll stay there because we have Pepper.
Woo! Play the music.
Oh, the music's on.
Oh, the music
All
is
right.
Wow.
So, Ben, I don't know why I have 6 in there. Ben has 4 rapid-fire questions for me. I think 3 are quiz questions. 1 is an opinion question. Ben will give the answer at the end, and then we'll discuss his own opinion questions.
Yes,
and
one issue.
What's the issue?
Oh, I fixed my phone was frozen.
Oh, all right.
But I fixed it.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. In 2010, a big moment happened. What was it? On this day, August 24th.
Oh, jeez, I have no clue. The Phillies were no. I was 3, so I'm not sure.
Okay. What was the name?
No, I'm looking up at my Roy Halladay thing.
It has nothing to do with Halladay.
No, he was October 6th with the postseason no-hitter, and May 29th was the perfect game.
I will give you a hint with what happened in 2010 on this day. It involves a player, an umpire, and a pitcher. A pitcher playing a different position, and a big Phillies player at the time having a little Maybe.
I don't know. Ryan Howard got ejected playing left field. Who knows? All right.
All
Moving
right.
on.
That's your final guess. What was the name of the Iron Pigs last night, August 23rd?
The Iron Mutts.
Who made the error in 1977 on Black Friday for the Phillies in the playoffs?
1977? Oh my God. God only knows.
That must be.
Oh, was it? Was Bob Boone on the team in '77?
Yes, I think.
All right, fine, Bob Boone.
Okay. The final question is: should Nick Maton be an everyday player?
It's a complicated question. I like it. In the current with the current state of the Phillies, yes. With the Phillies who are going, no, he should not with the current state of the Phillies. But with pretty much any other team in baseball, I think he can be an everyday player. He's an everyday player. He's an everyday player, caliber player. Not on the Phillies though, which is quite unfortunate for him. All right.
We'll go back
Question
to
number one,
we'll go back to the
wrong.
one question you got correct, and that was the Iron Mutts. So good job with that. We'll go to the what happened then in 2010. You were right with Ryan Howard being ejected.
Oh, really?
Roy Oswalt went to left field.
Oh,
He got
I remember.
ejected.
Oh, yeah.
Ejected in the 10th, in like the 10th or the 11th inning against the Astros in Philadelphia. And Roy Oswalt went into left field, and then he actually batted as the left fielder and struck out to lose the game, I think. So, and then the Black Friday error was Greg Luzinski.
I had the Bulls in there last night.
Yeah, 1977 Black Friday playoffs against the Dodgers.
Yeah, I don't recall that. Obviously, I wasn't alive, but.
And then should Nick Maton be an everyday player yet?
What are your thoughts on that?
Until Harper gets back, he should be their everyday left fielder.
Where do you put Schwarber?
DH.
Wait. Wait a minute. So okay, what was the lineup?
I've been perfectly fine with Nick Maton in left field. He's been very good.
Okay, so then we're gonna put Vierling in center or Zimmer in center?
For the time being, Vierling will be in center.
Oh dear. So then who was the DH?
Zimmer stinks. Lineup,
that's true. So the DH last night was Castellanos.
Correct.
Gyro was in right. So right now, our usual DH is kind of just whoever feels like playing it, right?
Yeah. I think until Harper gets back, it should be Schwarber or Bohm, and then Vierling fills in a third or center. And then
depends on the matchup too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with.
I think Maton should try and be a switch hitter. I think Maton should practice switch hitting this offseason.
Why?
Why not?
Easier said than done, though. Some players can do that naturally; others cannot.
Yeah, I was just kidding around with that. Anyway, you did meh with the questions.
Yeah, I'm not good with historical ones. Alrighty, so I really like this is actually another sort of game. Our next segment, we're going to be doing some mock bullpen management. We're going to give each other situations. Right now, we have bullpen issues again. It's like a never-ending cycle. We thought our bullpen was stable. Two of our best relievers went down on an injury. We traded one away who's actually been great for St. Louis. We acquired one whose arm has been overused the last series. And Nick Nelson is back to struggling. Andrew Bellotti has been solid. Jose Alvarado is Jose Alvarado. He allowed a run last night. He was okay. He really did pick it up in the last 3 hitters. I thought the game was going to be blown there. And Brad Hand, again, there seems like they have good relievers in the pen, and obviously it's not realistic for a reliever to over and over again allow no runs. Even after the expectations for them, it seems like they're collapsing now. Like everyone's having that one outing where they just struggle in this last week. So with that, we're going to do some bullpen situations. I will read off right now in the Phillies bullpen, you've got David Robertson, you have Jose Alvarado, you have Andrew Bellotti, Brad Hand, Nick Nelson, Michael Plasmeyer. That's 6. What am I missing here?
Uh,
I believe I am missing.
Nick Nelson.
I said him.
Oh,
That's not it, is it?
no way.
All right, look at the roster here.
Coonrod.
That's right. Alvarado, Brogdon and Coonrod. That's
Brogdon and Coonrod.
Brogdon and Coonrod.
They both.
So, no, Brogdon's awesome. I love Brogdon.
I don't know.
I've
never liked
Brogdon's been really good for us this year. So far, so good for Sam Coonrod, right?
Yeah.
He's been bearable. So
He's been kind of.
We'll start off with who wants to do situations first?
What?
You want me to give you situations first? Or want me to give you situations?
Give me a situation.
Or you to give me. All right. You've got everyone available.
Oh boy.
It is the 7th inning, and the Phillies are down 1 against the Mets. And it is the best part of their lineup who is pitching the 7th inning. Also, it's the last game of the series. You got an off day tomorrow. And you are the home team.
Derek Hall. No, I'm just kidding. I need my best reliever that's not named David Robertson.
Yep.
Connor Brogdon.
Okay. I like that choice there.
Yeah.
I would say, so should I answer my own situations?
Yeah.
All right. So I would say the heart of their lineup, I think Brad Hand would do well with. He's very good with righties. I think he could get out Alonso, and then I like the matchup with some of the guys at the top. So I don't know. I think I could go Hand there. I think Brogdon would work too. Situation though, where would you throw Andrew Bellotti? Where would you want to put him?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
would you go 6th inning, 8th inning? I think I'd go 8th inning with Bellotti.
I'd go, yeah.
Well, I don't know. With an off day, no. All right, let me change it. You do not have an off day the next day, but
Okay.
You're not playing. You're playing the Detroit Tigers the next day. A below average team.
I'll say Bellotti.
We'll say Bellotti. So then you're going to throw who? Hand in the 8th against the middle or bottom of their lineup?
Yeah, because their middle and bottom lineup's still good.
The Mets?
Yeah.
Really? Let's see that. They've got their catcher, who they don't have any good catchers. They've got who they got down there? Canna.
Yeah.
Who obviously loves playing against the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Beatty. Not much there.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think I'd go Hand in that one. So yeah. I'm going to be with you that one. I'm going to go with Brogdon. Yeah, I'm going to go with Brogdon in the this is a tough one.
Yeah.
I think there's a point where it doesn't matter though. It's kind of just luck, right? If you go Brogdon one inning, you go Hand the next inning. But I'm okay with saving Bellotti, especially if it gets a subpar team. Now we'll go same situation, but you're playing the Mets the next day against Taijuan Walker. That's probably like their 4.
That's the next day, or is that
Then this is the next day.
okay? So we're
Same
playing.
situation. You're down 1 against the Mets. It's the 7th inning. And the next day you're playing the Mets. Everyone in your bullpen's available.
Down 1. Not over. Who's up? Top of the order.
Top of the order.
Brad Hand. Why
At
not?
the Mets the next day?
Oh,
The
wait,
Mets
we're
the
playing the
next
Mets?
day? The next day. Yeah, the Mets
Oh.
are the next day.
So we're like in the middle. And everyone's available?
Yes, you're playing the Mets this game, and you're also playing the Mets the next day. Everyone's available. The pitcher pitched 6 innings, allowed 1 run.
Righty or lefty pitcher starting?
For the Phillies,
Yeah,
go Ranger. Lefty.
it's a lefty. So I want to throw. And it's the top of the order. So it's still a bunch of righties, but you want to switch it up and give them a righty so it's not like they're the same arm. I'm going to go Connor Brogdon again.
Okay. Yeah, I like Brogdon. Now, yeah, I like the Brogdon's a righty. You switch up the arm angle. Again, I think the Brogdon. I think I can see Brogdon having success. I can also see Brogdon. I mean, I can really see. It's easy to see a lot of guys having success, but I think that Brogdon matches well against them. Now, in the 8th, we'll go with this one. The Mets bullpen. Let's say this is the first game of the series after an off day, so everyone's available. That makes it easy for the Mets too. The Phillies did not score against. Who cares? Trevor May. Nah, he's not good. Adam Ottavino in the 8th. You said the Phillies are the home team, right?
Okay.
So the top of the. I don't like this anymore. All right, well, we're gonna skip the 8th. They used. All right, we'll skip the 8th. Let's go to the 9th. It's still 1-0. And
Nothing
we
Mets.
used and in the 8th, Topper went with Bellotti or Kuhn, or not Bellotti, Kuhn, Bellotti or Alvarado, either one.
Okay.
So you can pick the opposite of whoever. So you can pick anyone you want, really. So you're down 1-0. Edwin Diaz is coming in for the 9th. You're down 1. Who are you pitching?
David Robertson.
Really?
Yeah.
Down 1.
Yeah.
Now, we're
Gotta
going two
gotta
different.
keep it 1.
All right, so I wanted to go there. I really did.
And
I'm
I
gonna
did.
go to Sam. I'm gonna go to Sam Coonrod though.
I
Reason
don't
for this,
I don't like Sam Coonrod, so
I'm not a big Coonrod.
he won't keep it at 1, but the top of the Mets lineup? No.
No, this is the bottom, right? Because
Oh, it's the bottom.
Because it was the top of the lineup. So this is probably gonna be like, I don't know, let's say 8-9-1 or 9-1-2.
Oh.
So maybe the bottom top, maybe the entire bottom. So this is 8-9-1 or 9-1-2. We'll say 9-1-2.
Oh, so I still want Dave Robertson.
So the reason that I'm going Coonrod is I think that Coonrod, if he blows it, the game's not meant to be. I think that it's not a game that Phillies are going to win. I don't think they're set up to win that game. If Coonrod has a quick shutdown inning, he overpowers Mets fastballs, which he can do. I think that gives the Phillies a lot of momentum going to the 9th against Diaz, where they only need 1 run. And I think that is a situation where Coonrod can have success in, where it's not a spot where the outcome has no impact on the game, but it's a spot where he doesn't have to save the game. He doesn't have to hold a lead. He needs to give the Phillies the inning and keep it where it is. And I think it's something that he can do. And I think a shutdown inning from Coonrod is something that the entire team would see as progression. And I hope that would give him some momentum going into the end of the game. But again, these decisions that Rob Thompson has to make. He can go multiple routes, which the Phillies do not have a set bullpen for that reason, right? Like they don't know who they're going to be able to use, right? they're a little inconsistent. There's a lot of guys who are question marks. And Rob Thompson has tried to do roles. We've seen that. But it is hard. I mean, it really is challenging to put people in different roles to see where they can succeed when you don't know if and or when they are going to succeed. So Philly Rob definitely has a big job there.
Yeah, we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
All right, well, you give me one situation and then
All right.
we'll wrap it
One
up.
situation. It's the top of the ninth. You are without Brad Hand and David Robertson. The Phillies are playing the Braves. It's 3-4-5. The Phillies are up 2-0. They're up 3-1. Who are you pitching?
This is a tough one. I assume this is happening right now.
They used Rob Thompson. They used David Robertson last night because they needed a save.
Did they use him the night before?
Yeah, and then he's unavailable.
He's not like definitively unavailable.
Correct. And
Can't use Handy.
They used what's his face, Brad Hand,
earlier in the game
in the 8th inning because it was 9-1-2.
All right, I'm gonna say this is
you got under a minute.
All right. Let's go with Connor Brogdon. I'm going with the Brogdon train.
Wow.
I mean, he's going to. I do think he does an excellent job of keeping runners off the bases. He's quick and efficient. And when he does allow something, it goes far. And with a 2-run lead, I am comfortable because it's possible that Brogdon allows a solo home run. Now, if he gets a runner on base, you got to be very careful with the next hitter, and you need to pitch to swings and misses and soft contact. And then if 2 runners get on, I am bringing in Andrew Bellotti or Sam Coonrod. Maybe even Coonrod trying to overpower this with a different kind of – because Coonrod is a very different type of pitcher than Brogdon. So I think I have to go with Brogdon in that situation.
All right. On that note, we got to go. So thank you for watching.